They say my women, my sisters, are a threat to other women. And you know what? I won't utilize the word threat. I would utilize the word, let's see, what's the word I'm looking for? The word I would say is they don't take no crap. Now, that's not, I can't figure out the actual specific word to use. So I'll use multiple words. They don't take no crap. Because see, the thing is with my sisters, the one thing they understand is they know how to pay attention. Their ears perk up when they hear those dog whistles. See, other women, other cultures, they tend to have these little dog whistles. Certain things that they say that they're giving these indication about how they feel about my sisters. Yeah, they got these dog whistles, man. We know that. We know the certain words that are used that folks are trying to describe us in an indirect way. Yeah, my sisters know that stuff. So what happens is my sisters, they hear those things, and maybe in sometimes they decide that they're going to let you know that they understand where you're coming from. And they're not going to allow you to think that you have free reign. Because see, there was a time in this country, it's trying to get back to it. It really is trying to get back to it. But there was a time in this country where our folks, including my sisters, we couldn't say certain things. We couldn't do certain things. Because there was one culture that had this source of power that enabled them to execute on whatever they choose to do. Whatever they wish to do to us, they were able to get away with it. They could use the laws, they could use the Bible, they could use just, hey, I felt like waking up today and I decided this is what I was going to do. Just free reign. Free reign. And our folks had to abide by that. Our folks had to suffer behind that. We had to accept whatever it was because we knew the consequences if we fought back. We knew the consequences. But then some things changed and some things happened, and along with help from this culture, there were folks that helped us out to try to be able to give us and put us in a position where we could now respond accordingly. So what you have is people don't like the fact that maybe my sisters respond. They don't like that because see, they wanted to be back in those era in that time where I say something to you, you keep quiet, you listen to what I say, you don't talk back, you do as I say, you do as I wish, and that's it. Like we were animals. Which, you know, in the Constitution, we were only a fraction of a human, but that's a whole nother story anyway. So there was those times that occurred, and when we wind up getting a little free reign, now the response is going to be, okay, we may be reactionary, and my sisters may be reactionary. Now, I don't condone any violence, ever. I don't condone any violence. Now, when I say ever, again, it's the context. I don't know. If you got to defend yourself, then you got to do what you got to do. But just, you know, unprovoked violence and just violence to just be violent, no, I don't condone that. But what happens is that you still have these women, these other cultures who come and they approach my sisters or they're around my sisters. And they think that my sisters they can't hear right. They think that my sisters aren't intelligent. They can't pick up on the words and some of the little descriptions and little sly remarks and stuff like that. They think my sisters don't pick up on that stuff. So then they say these things or they treat my sisters in a way where they want to belittle them. They want to put them underneath their shoes. They want to be able to speak to them the way that they choose, whichever way they wish to speak to them. And they think they're back in that era where my sisters are supposed to just bend down and kiss the ring and say, okay, I understand. I agree. Yes, ma'am, or sir, or whatever. But then these folks, they get surprised and they're like, wait a minute. You don't you know who I am? Don't you know you're supposed to listen to me? And my sisters are like, nah, it don't work like that no more. And then these people get upset and they start saying that, yeah, see, black women are angry. They're mad. They're psychotic. They're violent. All these things. They want to label my sisters. They want to give them all those descriptions. And it could be because of the fact that you can't get away with speaking to my sisters the way that you wanted to, like back in the time, or treat my sisters the way that you wish to treat them. And they're supposed to just accept whatever garbage you dish out, like whatever food or scraps you give them, you're supposed to throw it to them and they're supposed to be happy with it. Nah. We're not living in that day and age. Again, we're trying to get back to it. We know, we see what's happening. We're trying to get back to it. But my sisters are going to look like a threat. They're going to look like a threat. Because they're not going to allow you any longer to just do as you wish. And they don't have no say. See, we're all individuals. We're all humans. We all got our own free will. We all have our own rights. And in this country, we're supposed to have freedom of speech or whatever, right? We're supposed to have those things. But it's not selective, and it doesn't just only apply to you. It applies to my sisters as well. But there is this thing that people think that it's selective. It's where only this group of people are supposed to be able to have the freedom of speech, and everybody else, nah, it doesn't work that way. So, are my sisters a threat to other women? Yeah, other women may believe that. They sure may believe that. But I tell you one thing, with just the fact that my sisters have projected a certain imagery now, there's a lot of those women who know when they come in their circles, they come around them, they second guess what they're going to say or how they're going to respond. Yes, that's how it should be. It should be that way. That you should think before you speak to see whether or not there's going to be a reaction or not. Not that you feel you can get away with whatever you want to do. No, that you should second guess. Think about what you're going to say first. Be very, very mindful of what you're going to say first. Because there may be a reaction. Give that respect. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Give that respect. That's what you should do. And you know what? My sisters will respect you back. Anyway, I'm going to catch you on the next note. Peace out.